the kind of thing, the kind of heaviness that it had on my health, on my mental health, was at some point I used to feel like I'm lost. And then I just realized, you know what, I want to know God, I want to know who this person is, and I want to know my relationship with him. What is this? Who, like, yeah, we know that I've been knowing that God exists, but what is it apart from him just existing? Intimacy has also come with myself. I'm able to really connect with myself more. I have understood my my points of weaknesses, and be honest, me being at home, trust me, I have been broke. Like, the one thing that being at home has taught me is being broke. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Empire. If you're passing by for the first time, please consider subscribing and consider joining the family. Now, on today's topic, I want to talk about something very interesting. And before we dig in, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love that I've been receiving, for everyone that has been supporting my content. I really appreciate it. Now, I'm coming here looking all gorgeous because I just wanted to have a beautiful conversation. I love sit down videos because I tend to give my experiences about things that may affect other people out there, and also things that will help somebody else out there. So in today's video, we are talking about stay-at-home mom, the effects that it has had on me as a stay-at-home mom, the things that I have experienced, the changes, the good, the bad, the ugly, and all that. So if you're interested in that kind of video, I just want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. At the end of the video, I'm going to give you the best tip ever so that you can overcome all these things that we're going to talk about, which are good and negative at the same time. So yeah, stick around and watch this. So my story starts in 2020, where I conceived my second baby. I'm a mom of two, so currently I'm a stay-at-home mom, currently not working, trying to make things work here and there. I have a jewelry store online. I sell earrings. If you're interested, I will link it down here. It's called Chains and Charms on Instagram or on Facebook. So fast forward to 2020, first of all, I got my first baby in 2013, which is a whole different story, but I got my second baby in 2020 during the whole pandemic and stuff. I have a whole video on how it was being pregnant during a pandemic. I don't know why I'm itching all of a sudden, like every part of my eye is itching. So yeah, it was quite a good experience and very interesting experience, but then I had to stay home and take care of the baby because of issues that I would like to explain in a different video, and just give you guys an idea as to the things that will make a person become a stay-at-home mom. I would like to talk about that in the next part. So in this part, I just want us to talk about the effects that staying at home has had on me, and I'm gonna start with my mental health. Now, I have been to work. I've been employed before. I have done 6 to 6 job, not even a 9 to 5 job, but a 6 to 6 job. I have done that. So I know what it feels like to go to work, to wake up early, go to work and come back home to, a clean house and cooked meal and all that, because I had a house help before. When my baby, my first girl, was younger, I did have a house help. So I do know how it feels to go to work, and I also now do have an experience of how it feels like to take care of a baby full-time, take care of a home full-time, take care of a husband. When I'm talking about this, it's coming from an experiential point. I have had experience in both. So on my mental health, I would say that it has not been easy. There are days where it is crazy, it is bad, it is depressing, it is annoying, because staying in the same place, which is the house, the whole day can be quite depressing. So it has been so challenging being a mom who stays at home. You wake up, it is routine. Every day is routine. You wake up every day, it's the same baby. Maybe they didn't sleep at night. You have to wake up and clean the house. You have to feed them. And my son is so clingy, you guys. He has been so clingy since he was born. He has been the worst sleeper. He doesn't sleep quite easily, so it was so hard. He didn't want anyone to carry him. It was just so odd. So the kind of heaviness that it had on my health, on my mental health, was at some point I used to feel like I'm lost, I'm left behind, because now you look at your friends and you're like, hey, they're moving on with their lives, their lives are moving on, they are going out to places, you're just stuck at home, you're looking all raggedy, they have on their best makeup, their outfits and all that, and you're just in the house with puke and saliva and tears and headaches weeks, and you know, you have to wake up in the night, take care of this baby, maybe they are sick. It was quite crazy. You have to go to the hospital with them, you have to come back, try and make them eat. Like, it's just a lot of things. And I can attest that every mother out there who's a stay-at-home mom can say that going to work, like working a 9 to 5 job, is much more easier. Let me tell you, it's much more easier than being a stay-at-home mom. I can attest to this. I've done both. I know that I'd rather go to work at this point. I'd rather go to work and just, you know, leave the kids to the house helps and all that kind of stuff. But I still appreciate the fact that I'm able to raise the kids for myself. So it drained me mentally. It kind of make you feel like you are in the wrong space, like your life is stuck. It's not moving. You're just there. But one thing I would really thank God for is the kind of partner that he gave me. So my husband will tell me that this is just for a short while. It's gonna end. It's not like forever. It's not gonna be like you know, a long-term kind of thing. It's just for a short while and it's gonna end. And you need to realize that even those people who you feel are ahead of you, at some point they're gonna feel that you are ahead of them, because life has no balance. You get me? Like, today you're ahead and today I'm behind, tomorrow I'm ahead and you are behind. Like, if they don't have kids at the moment, there's a time maybe they're gonna have kids. That time you would have already raised your kids and you're out there having your fun. They're gonna feel, you know, like, it's always like life is not, it's not the same. We cannot be in the same space, all of us at the same time. So he kept on assuring me that it's gonna be fine. So if it wasn't for him, I would have probably gone crazy and needed therapy at this point. So yeah, my mental health was in the pits. It has been in the pits for some time, but I thank God that I had somebody. I had even relatives and friends that held my hand and told me, you know what, it's fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Don't worry. Things are going to get easier. The second thing, that the effect that it had, the other thing that staying at home had an effect on, was my spirituality. Now, I have been saved for the longest time. Like, I can't even remember. I have been saved for such a long time. Like, if you ask me, I'm a Christian, I'm saved, I love God, I will tell you, yeah, I am saved and I do love God. But staying at home actually made me realize that I needed to work on my relationship with God, my intimacy with God, my you know, my connection. What is it? Who is God? Like, just being at home and sometimes you're doing nothing. I'm watching a lot of TV, and I started watching a lot of, something happened and I just decided, I found myself like, you know what, I was meant to stay at home, because if I wasn't at home, whatever things that have happened would have gone a different way. So I was meant to be at home, and me being at home, I wanted to understand God. Like, why did you bring up that situation? You get me? Why did you bring up that situation, and why am I home? Why am I here? What is the purpose? And actually, it come to sit of it, and the purpose was, girl, you need to sit down and think about me for a minute. So I want to sit down and think about God. You need to sit down and think about who created you. You need to sit down and think about what is happening in your life, the things that are happening in your life, why are they happening. Analyze your situation, analyze your family. Where are you holding your family? How is your family? You know, all these things. Like, because I had the time, okay? Because I had the time to analyze everything. I had the time to think about, look at my husband and be like, what's going on with this man? You know, I had time to sit down and realize I need to talk to God more. I need to pray more, because now when you have a small baby, I don't know, there's some things that just happen and you're like, hey God, this is only you that can handle it. And I found myself in a space where I was relying so much on God, and then I just realized, you know what, I want to know God. I want to know who this person is, and I want to know my relationship with him. What is this? Who, like, yeah, we know that I've been knowing that God exists, but what is it apart from him just existing? What is it beyond that? And I really thank God that I was able to just stay at home and have that realization of who he is. And I have seen him, like, I have seen God. I have met him. I have heard him speak, because when I was busy with my life working, and you're busy going to work, you're in the matter, like, it's busy, it's a busy day, you are working, you got get back home, you need to cook, you need to look after the baby, you barely had time to think about your life in depth. Like, why are you alive? Who created you? What's going on? You know, who is really God per se, like on a personal level, who he is and stuff like that. So I can say that staying at home really made me have that connection with him, like have a realization of who he is, which is amazing. And I thank God for that, because I'm at a place right now where I can say that I do have a relationship with God. I understand a lot of things that when I hear a preacher speaking, I can be like, oh yeah, that is the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit does actually exist. I don't want to preach, but that's just it. Okay. So the other thing that the staying at home has had impact on in my life is actually my relationship with my partner. Now, in my intimacy. Now, when I talk about intimacy, I'm not necessarily talking about the sexual part of it, because intimacy is not, I'm gonna link the definition of the word intimacy right here so that you guys can understand. Intimacy is more of a connection that you have with somebody, and because I can even have intimacy with God, and that doesn't mean that I'm actually in the act with God. You know what I'm saying? So intimacy is much more of the connection that you have with that person. What kind of impact do they have on you? What effect do they have upon you? And I can tell you that being at home has made me realize a lot of things that I didn't know about my husband. I can get to a point where I'm like, you are pissing. I didn't know you're so annoying, you know. And I'm also at a point I got to a point where I could also realize that, wow, you're such a gentle person. You're such a a nice person. You're an encouraging person. You're such a wise person and stuff like that. I'm not saying that he's all of that, but I'm just giving you an example of the kind of things that just being at home has really enlightened me to have. It's just for the realization that this person does exist in this place. Like, we are not just meeting in bed at night. Everyone is busy during the day, everyone has gone to work and everything, and then you meet in the bed at the end of the day. So right now there's that realization of we are connected, we can relate, we can talk, we can have conversations. Before, everyone was just busy with their lives. Right now I have the time to listen to him, because I never had that time to listen to him. I was busy, and if I'm not talking to him, I'm at work, and if I come back home, I'm cooking, I'm so tired, I want to sleep and just get on with the next day. So it has really helped our marriage and our relationship and how we relate together. My husband is my number one fan. He is my number one best friend. We gossip a lot together. So if you're out here thinking that we gossip a lot together, and we don't gossip over it's just a whole lot of things that I have come to a realization of. Staying at home has really given me that opportunity to know him better, understand him, know him better, and all that. So yeah, I can really feel that I've had that connection. So I'm grateful that I have had that opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom, because things like this might happen even once. So my baby is almost going to school right now. So when he starts school, I'm going to go back to my other routine of going to work. And maybe I would like to go back to work, or maybe I will just decide I'm not going back to work. But you see, I will have time to myself. And the things that I've learned through the journey of being with him at home, I will have them in mind constantly to remind me that we did this, we are here, so we are continuing with this, regardless of which position or which situation I will be at that point. So I really thank God for that. So intimacy has also come with myself. I'm able to really connect with myself more. I have understood my my points of weaknesses and my points of strengths and all that. I have connected with my childhood. Staying at home can do this thing where you just do things and you're like, wait a minute, who is that? And then you fast track and I'm like, why am I acting like my mom? Because now you have the time to think, okay? You have the time to think, like, why am I acting like my dad? Or like, why am I acting the way I'm acting? So you fast track behind, I'm like, oh, something like this happened back sometime back. Okay, why am I parenting the way I'm parenting? Oh, I was parenting in such a way. Like, you are able to connect with yourself and think about yourself and think about the things that have happened in your life in a very in-depth place. I'm not saying that people that are not moms and they're not stay-at-home people don't have that kind of connection. This is my experience. This is the time that I have had to reflect on my life with such issues. It is the time that I've had to connect with my past, which is something that I am really grateful for, because I can say I'm still in baby steps, but I can really connect with how I relate to people and the things that affected me in my childhood. Like, I'm connecting with my childhood, my traumas and all that. They all came back. So I can say that it is helping me. Even the way I'm parenting my kids, the way I will just erupt and just blow and just start shouting at everybody and everything and be like, wait, what, why am I shouting like my mother, and what do I want to do about it? So I have all these materials, I can learn, I can study, because I have the time to self-improve myself. I can learn all these things and just improve on myself, and know how I can handle my emotions, my feelings, and every little thing actually that comes with just staying at home, because I have the time. Okay, because I can say now my baby can give me a little bit of peace. He's working, he plays a lot, so I can do a lot of research and a lot of study and understand a lot of things, you get me? So yeah, I'm so grateful that intimacy has led me to that point. So it's really, really amazing. Also, when it comes to parenting, wow, staying at home has really changed how I parent and how I am going to parent going on forward, because I'm at home. I can do homework with my kid when she comes back, and how I react to how she does her homeworks and stuff sometimes challenge me a lot with the kind of parent I want her to be. So I struggle with a lot of things here and there. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I have really gotten to a point where I can pick myself when I'm wrong, and I can correct myself when I'm wrong, because I have that time. Okay, I have that time. And also, just staying at home has helped me to appreciate that I am actually tolerant to pain. I didn't know that. It has helped me to understand my emotions. I don't cry. I don't cry at all. And I don't know why I don't cry anymore. Like, I could cry, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a lot to make me cry. So just being at home has made me realize that I can be tolerant to pain, that I can actually see my baby in pain and I'm just cool with it. Like, it's not like I'm cool with it, like it's okay for them to go in pain, but I can handle it. I have realized that I have a lot of strength that I didn't know that I have, a lot of energy also that I didn't know that I have. I didn't know that I can handle all these things, that I can be a mom, I can be a wife, and I can be a sister at the same time, and be a friend to my kids at the same time, and still be, a good person, and still wake up and feel good about myself. Also, in the sense of bettering myself, staying at home has given me that opportunity to create content. Like, right now, my husband always says that this is the best time for you to create content. This is the best time for you to put in the work, and let me tell you, since I started creating content when I stayed at home, is when my YouTube actually gained 1,000 subscribers. When I realized, okay, there's no content I can create apart from staying at home. So I gained 1,000 subscribers, and the views went a bit higher. They're not where I would like them to be, but at least they've gone a little bit higher. So he always says that create right now, create, that when that time comes, when you will have time, because this baby is just gonna be here for 3 years. That's the only time he or he's gonna hold you down. So when the time comes when they go to school, you will have experience, because right now you're doing a lot of research and you are doing a lot of trials and errors. And so when you have all the time, when nobody's touching your camera, when nobody is disturbing you when you're editing, you will have all the skills that you need to move on. So I can say that staying at home has really given me time to work on my content and just concentrate on my content and just think about the good things I would like to put out there, so that when the time comes, it's gonna be easy for me to do that. And I'm really grateful for that part. So it has really impacted me in so many ways, in my health, my mental health, my spirituality, my intimacy, as I've said, how I'm parenting my kids. The other place where it has really affected me is my social life. Now, that has been in the dips, like it has been in a shit, because there's really nobody to leave the kids with, because I don't want to go out with the kid also, because it's quite tiresome and cumbersome and all that. So it has really, really challenged how I relate with my friends. It has also enabled me to understand where I am with my friends. Okay, where are we as friends, and do they understand me? Do I understand them? Do I want to continue with those relationships? Do I want to cut them off? Because at some point there's some relationship that I really had to cut off, and some relationship also that I'm working on. It has given me time and space to reflect upon all the relationships that I've had, people that I want to connect with, or people that I don't want in my life, because there are some people who don't understand how it is when you have kids. They feel like you having it easy. They feel like you're just having it easy, or you just don't want to be with them and kind of stuff. But sometimes it's not. So if you find yourself in a space where you have people who don't really understand where you are, it's very easy for you to determine which kind of friends you want to have. Also, it helps with the kind of places you want to be, because I feel like nowadays I don't want to be in noisy places. After dealing with the noise in the house, I just want to go out there and just be in a cool and calm space. I don't want noise. So it has affected me in that sense also. Like, who am I relating to? Why am I relating to you? What are you adding to my life? What are you removing? The kind of content that I'm watching, the kind of content that I relate to, the kind of music that I listen to, it has really changed all that, because now I find myself, all I want to do is just listen to parenting stuff and just God stuff and all that kind of things. So yeah, it has been very, very interesting about my social life, and I thank God. I thank God for every step that He has taken me through. And I thank God for this space, and I thank God for this moment, this time, and this season that I've been to. It has not been easy. I have had my negatives, like points where I've just randomly just what is it called, erupt and just be a different person, and I'm like this monster that is just making noise. I've had times where I have cried my eyes out for weeks and weeks, thinking that my husband doesn't understand me, he doesn't understand what I'm trying to do, he doesn't put in the work in what I'm trying to do. You get me? Like, there are times where I feel like I'm tired of being a parent, I don't want to be around these kids. I have had all those moments, and the good thing about it is that I have had time to process each and everything. So this is just to encourage every mom out there who is not, who feels like they're stuck, the world is not moving, their friends are ahead of them, they're not working, they're not progressing. Because, to be honest, me being at home, trust me, I have been broke. Like, the one thing that being at home has taught me is being broke. Girl, I've been broke, y'all. And I was the kind of person who was so used to having my own kind of money and just, taking care of myself and not depending on anyone. I have really, I was really that kind of person who used to take care of herself, take care of everything. But now I'm in a space where I have had to be taken care of. So that meant I needed to adjust into being taken care of, something that I wasn't used to doing at all. So it hasn't been easy. Letting other people take care of you is not easy. It's not easy at all. When you're used to taking care of yourself, letting other people take care of you is not the easiest thing for you to do. So I really thank God for this space. I really thank God for this journey. So far it has been good. I thank God. I can't complain. I give God all the glory. And yeah, I'd say that if you're out there and you just feel like it's not working for you, like staying at home does not have any reward, or you're falling into depression, just take it as a step of rediscovering yourself. Rediscover yourself, or a step to rediscover your partner, rediscover your children, rediscover your childhood traumas, analyze yourself, connect with yourself. It's really at that time that you can really do that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I am going to talk about the reason why I decided to be a stay-at-home mom in the next video. It's just gonna be a continuation of this one, because I'm not really gonna change anything. So yeah, so just don't worry, we're here together, we're still going strong. I may look this pretty, but yo, after this I'm gonna be messy. Like, I'll be out here looking all shaggy because I gotta get to take care of. I'll be here wearing tracksuits 9 to 9. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope this video has motivated someone to rediscover themselves and find themselves in this moment and this season. And don't let it just be all about motherhood and not you not thinking about yourself, because at the end of the day it's gonna end. It's just a short period. I want you to take advantage of that period and just discover who you are, because once you do that in this season, trust me, when it's over, you are gonna be out there and everybody's be like, what happened to you, girl? What happened? Tell us the secret. And you'll be out there telling them, what? I was a stay-at-home mom. I don't think I would change this for anything. I will not change this for anything. I always tell my husband nowadays that if I will have a choice, I would really like to be a stay-at-home mom for the rest of my life and have some things working out on the side, but I will have that flexibility of just being around my kids and my family and just taking care of them, because it is good, it is perfect, it is amazing. So I'll see you guys in my next video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what has been your challenges, or what have you discovered about yourself since you started becoming a stay-at-home mom, or if you're planning to be one. I hope this video has encouraged you that you can be a very good person. And yeah, let's keep the love, keep the spirit of love going, and just be great parents. Bye.